Arsenal be the only Premier League team to make the Champions League quarterfinals this season. Now, hear me out.
It was so close. Galatasaray, you had one job and one job only. You were dreadful today, by the way, Galatasaray. Your goalkeeper conceded 4 times and he was still your best player. Anyway, round of 16 done, quarterfinals now loading. Qualified teams, PSG, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Sporting CP and the Arsenal. Just 2 English teams qualified in the end, Arsenal and Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Newcastle, Spurs, all eliminated. Premier League teams results from today. First of all, oh my goodness, what even happened here? Okay, for the record, I don't even think Newcastle were that bad. I just think it was a very end-to-end, very attacking Champions League knockout game. Yes, Newcastle had a couple of moments of madness at the back end. Barcelona were insanely clinical. But I don't think Newcastle were actually that dreadful, especially looking at the 2 legs as a whole. Looking at that scoreline, you'd instantly think first in the league against Premier League mid-table. Barcelona were just far too good for them, completely blew them apart. In reality, it really wasn't like that. Then there was Liverpool, and then there was this. What was this? Atletico Madrid. What the hell was this? You gave Spurs their first win in almost 2 months. Dreadful. You let Xavi Simons score on you twice. Dreadful. Xavi Simons scored twice after each time he does the whole, yeah, let's go thing to the crowd. You're just making a fool of yourself, mate. Why even bother? Especially after the second goal. You've made it 5-7 on aggregate. You're still 2 goals down. It's the 90th minute. Diego Simeone is the manager of that team. There is no possible way that he is letting his team screw it up from there. Okay, you're just making a clown of yourself. Honestly, Spurs making it this far in the first place was a shame on the Champions League. At least they're out. At least they are out. At least Atletico Madrid did actually get over the line. Bayern Munich also made it through today, as did Liverpool. Following on from all of yesterday's results, these are once again all of the quarterfinals. Now, looking at this through the Arsenal lens, couple great matchups here, but we wouldn't meet any of those teams into the final. Looking at our side here, all I see is unfinished business. First of all, in the quarterfinals, Sporting Gyökeres against his former side. Unfinished business thanks to the Europa League round of 16 a few years ago. It was one thing to beat them in the league phase last season, another thing to knock them out entirely of the competition and into the semi-finals, even if it's not Barcelona. Atletico Madrid, Europa League semi-final 2017-18, we don't forget. And then Barcelona, oh my days, if it's Barcelona-Arsenal in the semi-finals, unfinished business doesn't even begin to cover that. Give me that matchup. I dare you. Shaping up nicely after the international break. We go again in the quarterfinals. Cannot wait.